A very warm welcome to those of you who are joining us via our live stream. We're starting the morning off with an interview with Robert E. Andrews, CEO of Health Transformation Alliance, and he is here in the studio right now. Hi there, Robert. How are you?
Mabel, it's great to be with you. Thank you.
Great to have you.
We've had a lot of insightful interviews the last couple of days, so
yes,
hopefully we'll match your prior interviewees.
Well, thank you very much for bringing that up, because our team has produced 69 interviews. You are our 69th, and we have a few more to go.
Just want to mention how impressed I am as a guest to the incredible amount of planning that went into this, and how well organized it is, and really for all of us who are fortunate enough to be a part of it, it's been a great experience, so you should feel very good about it.
Thank you, Robert. Well, thank you. And now I am very interested to hear about the HTA, the Health Transformation Alliance, and it's relatively new.
We were born
yes.
early in 2016, so yeah, we are relatively new, but we're really after a very old and cherished idea, which is that the purpose of the healthcare system should be healthier people. And we want to take better care of the people who take care of the companies that are our members. So we're very excited about the issues being discussed here at the conference, because they're central to what we're trying to accomplish as an alliance.
And you have collectively about 20 companies that
Actually,
are members?
I have 39. And we've grown a lot since that announcement was made. We are 39 of America's most forward-looking companies. We're Verizon, we're American Express, we're Coca-Cola, we're International Paper, IBM, Marriott, sitting here in a Marriott.
Yes.
And what we're really all about is taking the collective wisdom and data and energy of those companies and using that energy to make the healthcare system better.
Mm-hmm. And what drew those companies to you?
A problem that was growing and seeming to move the wrong way. Companies year after year were spending 5% more, 6% more, 7% more than they had the year before. These are all self-insured employers, so there's money coming right out of their pockets and their employees' pockets. But the results weren't getting better. America is sadly a country where we spend more than anyone else in the world on healthcare, but our results aren't what they should be. Now, they vary. You know, certainly there are many great things that happen in the U.S. healthcare system, and we salute and want to encourage them. But there's too many people who are having strokes and heart attacks because they're diabetic. There are too many people who literally cannot breathe easier because they're asthmatic. There are too many people whose cancers are not being properly diagnosed or treated, and they're losing their lives. So we just refuse to accept that outcome, and believe that we can take the best of American healthcare and accentuate and accelerate it.
Okay. Aside from talking about what the problems are,
Yeah.
how are you coming together to come up with solutions and put those solutions to work?
We believe passionately in evidence, not reputation. So, you know, in a lot of American cities, you can't drive down the highway without seeing a billboard that says such and such a hospital's in the 10 best in America. Well, there's about 100 hospitals in the 10 best in America. What we are really looking for is evidence. You know, when someone goes to that hospital for a bypass, what happens to them? Do they emerge healthier? Can they go back to work sooner? Can they enjoy their families more? Does it cost less over the rest of their life to take care of them? That's the kind of evidence that we're looking for. So what we're doing is working with IBM Watson Health in identifying analytics that can identify best results and predict best results. And then using our checkbook. Our members collectively spend over $25 billion a year on healthcare. And we intend to spend that money along with our employees in a way that steers people toward effective care and away from ineffective care. What is ineffective care? Well, it's the guy with the backache who gets a spinal fusion when the best orthopedic evidence may well be that he would be better served by physical therapy and exercise and weight reduction. So we never want to get in the way of the patient-doctor relationship. That's between the patient and the physician. But we do want to educate and incent the patient and the physician to find what works. We're kind of all about, we're agnostic as to with whom we work, but we are evangelical about the fact we want to base our decisions on evidence.
Okay. What is your background, Robert? How did you come to form the HTA?
Well, I, of course, didn't form the HTA. It was formed by a lot of really forward-looking progressive employers,
Okay.
and I was fortunate enough they asked me to come aboard and help out with it. I served in the U.S. Congress for 24 years, and I was involved in helping to write and implement the Affordable Care Act
Yes.
under President Obama. I spent a lot of my career in the Congress learning about health care, and I respect and salute what my former colleagues are trying to get done. But it occurs to me that the solution to America's healthcare problem is not going to be found here in the Capitol. It's going to be found in physicians' offices and hospitals and physical therapy practices and drug labs around our country. The private sector is by no means the only contributor to solving this problem, but we think the private sector is a major contributor to solving this problem. And in the HTA, we aim to be that contributor.
Okay, and we've seen heard conversations about different models that are floating out
Yeah.
there, that employers are contracting directly with providers to provide the care they believe their employees deserve, cutting out perhaps the middleman in that. With your unique background, do you think there is any right way?
No, I think there are many right ways. And I think they vary by geography, by patient, by part of the country, by disease that we're looking at. But if there is a unifying thread to that right way, it would be this. It's not really a matter of who contracts with whom or what the model is called. It's a matter of what the evidence tells us. So if a particular practice is more successful in helping people with type 2 diabetes control their blood sugar, that's the way we want to follow. So whether it's done by Cigna or by Advocate Health System or by CVS Health, we're less interested in which business or entity is delivering that care. We're very interested in what the outcome of that care is. Like anything else, American business thrives when decisions are made on the basis of results. The best home builder, the best baseball team, the best hotel chain wins. That's what fierce and good competition is about. We're trying to introduce that competition in healthcare in a way that's not driven by how many ads you run on television or how many billboards you put up, but on the basis of the evidence. How well did you do in delivering value to the patient? Who got well as a result of what you did for them?
All right. Well, Robert, we're going to leave it there, but we hope you'll stop by again
I'd be
next
happy to.
year to give an update.
I would be delighted to, and I salute you and your colleagues here for putting together such a dynamic program.
Thank you for
Thanks.
that. And that was Robert Andrews, CEO of Health Transformation Alliance. Next up, we have a conversation with the National Council for Behavioral Health coming up, and also comments from Independence Blue Cross. Stay with us.